There we go. We're live. Hey guys, it's Tuesday night. Time for the live stream, Disney Crush podcast live stream. We have our dear friend Jeff OPolka with us. He just got back from a family reunion at Fort Wilderness at Walt Disney World. You had 6 cabins? Is that true?
Yep, 6 cabins right in a row. Yeah.
Six cabins crazy. Right in a row. And we're going to talk about the cabins, Fort Wilderness, family planning for a big group, and dining outside, because that was something that was important to Jeff's family. So we are going to talk about that tonight, and I hope that you guys will join us. Right now we have 4 people watching and climbing. So I don't know. Anybody wants to say hello? David, any?
No comments yet. That's okay.
No comments yet.
You just keep it going. Yeah, I don't know. If I was at Fort Wilderness with all my family members, I don't know if that I'd want to be like right next to each other in cabins. I might want one like way over there and maybe one way over there. But no, that's cool. 6 cabins.
That is really cool. There's Uli.
What's up, Uli?
Hey, Uli. So, Jeff, I always ask everybody to tell us their Disney story. You're originally from Ohio, is that right?
From New York, from upstate New York.
Oh, from upstate New York.
Yeah.
So why are you a big Cleveland fan?
I went to college in Cleveland, so
okay.
Turned me into a Browns fan. Yeah.
Okay.
But when I was younger, my grandparents would take a different child to Disney once a year for a vacation.
Oh, nice.
They always stayed at the Contemporary, and then when I got a little bit older, I guess probably college age maybe, my parents started going down every year from New York and staying in Fort Wilderness, camping with a trailer. They pulled the trailer down and stayed for a week. And we did that every year for quite a while. My brother had kids, and his kids would come with us, and it became a big family thing every year. And then when eventually most of the family moved down to Florida, then we became pass holders, and now I can't stop going.
He's got the same sickness I have. He can't stop going.
It happens. That kind of it happens. I know. I don't know.
So most of us know your immediate family. Can you introduce us to your family? Who do you normally go to Disney with?
Yeah, so my wife Deandra in the middle there, and my daughter Layla.
Beautiful. So Jeff, whenever I see Deandra, she is one of the most beautiful women ever. Because I see pictures of you when you were young, and weren't you like a hippie? The pictures I've seen of you younger.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
You're a lucky man. Let's just say leave it at that.
I was a hippie too.
Yeah,
and you have a beautiful wife. So maybe the trick to getting a beautiful wife is being a hippie.
I think that is the trick. Yeah.
It worked. Hey, Samantha.
Oh. Hey, Lauren. Samantha.
Hey, Anna.
So what was the trick to getting 6 cabins all in a row?
Well, so we used Fairy Tale Concierge, Mandy Ray Malinowski. Told her that we wanted to all be together, and she's, we usually we go on a cruise every spring break, and for the last 2 years since COVID, so 2020 is when COVID started. That cruise was canceled, and then this year 2021 spring break, the cruise was canceled. So we decided to do this instead of the cruise, but we're used to the cruise getting cabins all next to each other. We have our big family group all goes to that, and we have rooms next to each other. But
and how many people typically?
You pick out your room on a cruise. You have a layout of the ship. You go, we want this room, this room, this one, and you pick where you want, and so you know where you are. So this was a little different. Like, we want to all be next to each other, just like the cruise. And Mandy's like, well, I can ask for it, but I can't guarantee it, and they won't tell us what your room is until you check in.
Right, and you got it.
Yeah, and so
That's awesome.
Then Mandy told us to keep checking with them and telling them over and over, hey, make sure you put us together. Hey, make sure you put us together. So as we were driving there that morning, I called and saying, "Hey, I'm checking in today. Are we all together?" "Oh, we're doing everything we can. We're doing everything we can." Mandy goes this, and then when I checked in, I said again, "Hey, we all want to be together." I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if we would be all together or not, but turns out we were.
That's amazing, because you think, people are checking in and checking out on different days. So in order to keep you together, they had to have 6 cabins.
Yeah, it had to be pretty hard. Yeah. And one of the people in our group brought their dog, and they have specific loops just for dog people. So
that complicated things further.
Yeah, we had to get in the dog loop too. Yeah.
Wow. Hi, Karen and Facebook user.
That was a beautiful dog too. What's the dog's name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Yukon.
I'm sure he knows the dog's name.
She's got 4 huskies, and she's brought one of them. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dog.
Wow.
And we were in the dog loop, but we saw a lot of dogs there.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So you go every year together. How many people is it that typically go with you?
We had 16 that came this time. That's probably what our normal group is. Maybe there's usually another 4 or 5 more, I think, usually.
Okay. So those cabins hold up to 6 people. So you really had more room than you needed.
Yeah. But so like
you wanted to stay with your own family.
Stay in our own family group, not get multiple families together in the same cabin.
Yeah, because you want to be together, but not so together.
Right.
Anna appreciates your beautiful photography, Jeff. She says, "I appreciate your eye and how it captures photos so well."
Yeah.
So,
Jeff
does
sure
take the most.
Bug my wife every time I go somewhere. Oh, I'm like, oh, that would be a really good picture. I'm like, I'm always looking. I think all I do is when I'm walking is looking and see what would be a good picture.
Yeah, Jeff is our patron photographer. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So awesome.
So that's some of his work, and he's done a lot more. You've seen during the closure, we had our daily picture posts, and Jeff was a big part of that. So I want to thank you for that, Jeff, because that kept everybody's spirits up. Those picture posts.
Yeah, it was fun.
Can we see the YouTube viewers? Usually we can see the YouTube viewers. There is a way to comment on YouTube. And yes, we usually can see the YouTube views. But you probably have to log into YouTube. Because I know we've had other people comment on YouTube. All right. So I also remember what?
No, I'm just Scott's being Scott. I thought his camera captures the photos.
Yeah, you could give me Jeff's camera, and you will not get the pictures that Jeff gets with Jeff's camera.
No, there's an art to it. Yeah,
definitely.
People think taking pictures is just taking. It's not. You have to have an eye, like Anna said. You have to have an eye for it, and it is an art. It really is.
Absolutely. So Jeff, I seem to remember when the deals came out, you saying that you saved thousands, or your travel agent helped you
the
with
whole group.
These 6 cabins.
Yeah, the whole group we saved several thousand. I think my cabin, we had $1,000 off. They came out with 40% off for what was it for pass holders or Florida residents? I can't remember which it was. But I mean 40% off, and that's a benefit from using the travel agent. Because we had already booked the trip prior to that, and they came out with the new deals and the rates. She was able to, take advantage of that rate, even though we'd already booked, which is kind of cool.
Right. And she's the one who sat on hold and got it applied. You didn't have to sit on hold all day.
Right.
Oh, there you go. G3 has sorted it out. Is that Kevin?
I think it might be. Yeah.
I could see the back of his head in that little picture there. So it looks like Catman.
And I've heard some news that Mr. Kevin Curtis Allen might be starting a podcast.
Yes, I think we settled on. I think he settled on a Brit's Guide to DVC.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be scooping anything. It's his announcement to make, but yes.
Too late. You just made it.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he's going to tell more details. He's going to share more details about it. What does a Fort Wilderness cabin cost per night? When I've stayed there, it was around in the 300 range, but then you get deals. It's more than, it's like 400, but then you get deals, I think. So I
think there's probably a range. I just went and looked today to see what it was showing. It was showing 500 something.
Wow. Yeah, that's if you're going to pay rack rate, I'm sure. So
but yeah, you get, like I said, I had 40% off. So
yeah, I've seen deals for pass holders and Florida residents and things like that, and even just the regular deals they run for everybody. Oh yes, it is Kevin. He's jumping between Facebook and YouTube. He's being silly. So, did you do parks or were you just hanging out together?
So we had park passes, and my sister and her daughter had park passes. So there was 5 of us, but the whole rest of the group, none of them had park passes. So we didn't want to just hang out at the parks all the time.
Okay.
Because nobody else really was, but we did.
And you can do that anytime.
Yeah, we could do that anytime. And one thing we don't do usually is go at night. We usually rope drop by 2:00 or something.
You're done.
We head home. So I said, we'll take advantage of the fact that we're here. And go at night. So that's what we did. We went twice. We went to Animal Kingdom and to Epcot, and both times at night.
That's nice. Yeah, because you're close enough that you go home usually after a day at the parks, right?
Yeah.
So you're not hanging out at night because you want to drive home before it gets too late.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, after the last G3, I said that I learned that geeks go full stink and crushers crash. We don't usually stay 2:00. We do. We're heading home.
Yeah.
So I guess you're a crusher, Jeff.
I guess I
am. So you guys went out on the boats. There's a lot of stuff to do at Fort Wilderness without even. Was that on the way to Magic Kingdom or?
Yeah, that was on the way to Magic Kingdom. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little annoying because we are, you're right next door to Wilderness Lodge, and so one of the days I wanted to go to Geyser Point, and we had to get the boat to Magic Kingdom and then a boat from Magic Kingdom to Wilderness Lodge, and the staff. There's not a lot of staff right now.
Right.
The waits are kind of long sometimes. We waited a long time at Magic Kingdom, waiting for a boat to Wilderness Lodge. We probably waited an hour there, I think.
Jen's a hybrid. She goes half stink and then crashes. Okay.
So yeah, I found the same thing, Jeff. Typically when pre-pandemic, there is a direct boat. It's a triangle. It goes from Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary, Fort Wilderness. It goes between the 3 resorts, but it's not running right now. And like you said, especially with the social distancing, you really might wait a while for a boat because they're not packing those boats. Normal times, people were, standing room only on those boats, and now they're not. So I waited over an hour to get to Wilderness Lodge from Magic Kingdom. I wanted to go see the Christmas tree in December, and it was a whole ordeal. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and we didn't have our whole crowd with us, but we had probably 10 people. So that too, we all wanted to be on the same boat. So then we couldn't get necessarily every boat either.
Right. Oh yeah, because you got those path. That's closed, right?
It's closed too, right?
I don't understand. You're not gonna get sick walking, but they closed the walking path and the bike trail too.
I think it's closed because they're building that new resort over there.
Okay.
They said it was closed for construction, so I think it's because of that.
They're
building a resort between the Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness. Yeah,
the one that sounds like a nudist colony, the Nature Resort.
Yeah.
Here in Pasco County, all the places that have those nature names, they're all nudist colonies. I don't know. As a home nurse, a visiting nurse, sometimes I have to go to those places, so that's why
Sure.
I'm more. That's the reason, right? midday boats were the longest wait. Yes, the Austin stayed at Wilderness Lodge in December, and yeah, you did have to wait for those boats. So
and I did mention on Facebook that we talked to the guy, one of the boat guys, and he said they just called all the boat operators back, and they were currently doing retraining. And once they finish the retraining, they'd all be operational. So
well, that's awesome. I wonder if that means Disney Springs boats too, like to Old Key West and Saratoga.
I hope so, yeah.
And yeah, that would be great. That would really be great.
Well, we just heard news that they're relaxing some of the masks rules, that you can now take your mask off to take pictures too today.
Right, outside.
Yeah, outside. That's the 8th, so that will be
December 8th, so 2 days from now. Thursday?
I told my wife that, and she's like, "We already do that." You're not supposed to.
There you are. You got your mask down.
She didn't do there. Yeah.
Oh, sir, can you pull up your mask, please?
There's one. Look at that face. What
that's a good picture.
Guy.
He even takes good pictures, selfies. Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe.
Who's that handsome guy, Jeff?
That's my brother. He's a year younger than me. He lives in Syracuse, New York.
Oh, nice. So let's talk about the cabins. The cabins technically sleep 6, but I don't know if I'd want to.
Yeah, there's there's a 1-bedroom. So this is the living room there that you're showing.
Okay.
There's a couch. That couch pulls out into a queen bed.
Right.
And then there's a little dining room there with a table and chairs and a bench.
Sorry, yeah.
There's a full kitchen, full refrigerator, microwave, convection oven, and then in the back there's a 1-bedroom, and the bedroom has a queen bed and a bunk bed.
That's the bunk. She's in the top bunk, Layla.
Yeah. Yep. So the queen bed, you can put 2 people. The bunk, you could put 2 people, and the queen in the living room, you could put 2. So you could definitely easily have 6 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, when I stayed there many years ago, where the TV is, that was actually a Murphy bed. And I was shocked when they took those Murphy beds out, because the Murphy bed was comfortable. It was just a regular mattress like you have a Pop Century on those pull downs. But they did away with those and put in this pull out couch. So
yeah.
Did anybody in your family sleep on a pull out in any of the cabins? I'm just curious how comfortable those are. You don't think so?
I don't think so, no. I don't think there's any more than 4 in any cabin.
Okay. Because I was really surprised when they took those Murphy beds out and replaced them with the couches. That couch wasn't there, I don't think, when I stayed. There was a smaller couch. And that
couch. That couch is the most comfortable couch I've ever sat in.
Really?
The back of the couch hits the back of your neck in just the right spot, and you can just like lean back, and it cradles your neck, and it's so comfy.
I have a feeling you took a little nap there.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, this couch is so comfortable.
Yeah. And when they did that refurb where they took the Murphy beds out, they took out the full-size ovens and replaced it with convection/microwave.
Yeah.
So I guess not a lot of people are doing big meals, turkey dinners and stuff.
No.
Bill's digging your last name and your beard. He thinks they're awesome.
How does his beard match his name? How many can a cabin sleep really?
I would say 6 very comfortably.
If you've got people that are willing to share a bed, that pull out.
You have 2 couples, that are willing to share the beds. If you got like 2 teenagers that don't want to share a bed with each other, that would be hard. But that's where the bunk beds work.
Right. You've got it's a queen size, the bed in the bedroom, Jeff, or is it
it's queen size? Yeah,
a queen size, and then a bunk. So you got 2 single beds, and then you have the pull out couch. So and if you have kids that don't want to sleep together, you could fit an air mattress in that living room too. If you still
living
fit
room
with
is very big, yeah.
If you still
push
had
everything to the side,
right. If you had 6 people, so you still went with the fire codes, and you had kids that didn't want to sleep together, you could do an air mattress.
Tell them to book it, Amanda.
There you go.
And Danielle, she says that she's anti pull-out couch. I'm with you. A lot of times, yeah.
I am too, and that's why I was really surprised they took the Murphy out. But Danielle, the pull-out couch is one of the things that I always disliked about DVC because if you had most of those one bedrooms were just a single bed and then a pull-out couch, and I was like, well, who's going to sleep on the couch? I don't want to put my mother on the couch. She's 87, and if I'm spending that kind of money, I don't want to be on the couch. But I'm very happy that recently they've been switching to Murphy's. Like, I know the new rooms, Riviera has Murphy's, Saratoga's getting them, so I think they're coming around. So,
Marianne's giving you a shout out, Tony Ann.
Hi, Marianne. So Fort Wilderness itself is very big. Yeah. I think it's a mile or something from what I
that little thing
remember.
There says a mile one end to the other.
But 1 mile.
It says as the crow flies. So depending on what loop you're in and where you are, it's a little longer than that.
And the cabins are typically in the 2000s, right?
Yeah, like right with the bottom right is where you come in, and the first when you turn left there, the first couple loops are all cabins, and then I think as you go farther in, those are all the regular campsites.
Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, there are a few cabins in the preferred camping loop near the closest to the boat dock. So if you had people that wanted to camp and cabin, there is a way to do it, but those are hard to come by. There's just a few cabins in that loop that has campers. So now people say when you stay at Fort Wilderness, you got to have a golf cart. You got to have a golf cart. Did you guys have a golf cart?
We so the whole group, we had 2 golf carts, and people,
okay.
We left the keys in them, and whoever wanted to use it for whatever. It worked out good that way.
That's good.
I liked the golf cart. Layla liked driving in the golf. She didn't drive the golf cart. She liked riding in the golf cart.
Yes, because you have to. It's handy. In Fort Wilderness, you have to have a license to drive a golf cart.
Right,
That's those. But it is handy. But did you use the internal buses, because they do have an internal bus system?
They do. I don't like the buses, so
okay.
I didn't use them.
Okay,
I'm with you.
Great though. Yeah.
Yeah, I love golf carts. That's the way to go.
It was like $350, I think, for the week. So it's
for the 2 of them.
For one.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of steep, but we used it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So my personal thing is people say they want to go to Fort Wilderness to save money, and then they add on the golf cart. And if you're really going there, like you're going to camp there and you're going to do it on the cheap, you can. The buses.
Yeah.
I've used Fort Wilderness. This is pre-pandemic. I don't know with the social distancing, because they're probably not letting as many people on the bus. But in the past, I really never had a problem with their internal buses. Yeah. It got me where I needed to go. So.
And depending, I guess if you're flying, you can't bring a lot, but people brought their own golf carts. People brought their own bicycles.
Right.
And you can walk too. It's not. It's a mile. You can
walk.
Not awful.
Yep. Yeah. So if you don't know the way Fort Wilderness is set up, at the front of the resort is the outpost, and that's where you would get your bus to Hollywood, Epcot, Disney Springs, and Animal Kingdom. And then in the back is the settlement, which is where Pioneer Hall is, which is where Hoop-de-Doo typically is, and Trails End, but neither of those places are open right now. And Crockett's Tavern, which is a bar, and that's where you get your boat to Magic Kingdom. So, so if you're visiting from the outside, if you're just going there for dinner, say you were going to go to Hoop-de-Doo if it was open, and you were driving in, they'd make you park at the outpost and take an internal bus to the settlement. You can take any internal bus. There's 3 routes: yellow, purple, and orange. They will all eventually get to the settlement. One goes around the left side loop, the other one goes around the right side loop, and the orange one goes through the middle. So they'll all get you to the same place eventually. So that was a little, what do you call that? Where you get too deep into something. Okay. Oh, look at a lot of attention to detail in the cabins.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
That's
cool.
a light where the bunk bed is.
Let's see. Oh yeah, right behind Layla's head there.
Yeah, right behind her there. Yeah.
What do we got here? Oh, there's the bike barn. So they do rent out bikes and fishing poles. Uber and Lyft also go to the outpost. I'm losing Jeff.
Hour, which is so like if you wanted to come there for the weekend.
Yeah. So what Scott is saying here is that Uber and Lyft also go to the outpost, and when minivans existed, they would go to the back to the settlement if you were at Hoop-de-Doo. I did have to do that. We went to Hoop-de-Doo and I got a Lyft, and I had to go to the front where the outpost is to get back to the boardwalk. I was staying at the boardwalk that weekend. It wasn't a big deal, just get on a bus to the outpost. So can you drive your golf cart to the front to get a bus? Is there parking? Yes. There is golf cart parking at the outpost and at the settlement. So if you're going to Magic Kingdom, you could park by the settlement, and if you're going to any place else, you could park by the outpost. There's also golf cart parking near the gift shops, the Meadows Trading Post, the pool, all that stuff.
Yeah, they cater to the golf carts there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do. There's no place to park your car
Right.
by the settlement.
Right.
You have to either take a golf cart or a bus or walk or bike. They really discourage internal traffic. There's a few parking spaces near the trading post and near the quiet pool where there's laundry. There's a few, like 2 parking spaces or something like that if you were really in a bind. So yeah, everybody's wishing Hoop-de-Doo would come back.
Yeah, I miss Hoop-de-Doo. I love it too.
Yeah. So I was disappointed, Jeff, because you told me that P&J's Takeout, which I had touted was the best deal on Disney property, you said the food wasn't that great.
Yeah, that picture there's Crockett.
Okay, that's the Tavern next door.
Yeah, I think he said those wings were pretty good.
We ate one time. Yeah, those wings are good, and we had jalapeno poppers.
Uh-huh.
They have a couple other little appetizers there too, but we went twice to that Crockett's.
The Crockett's Tavern
there, and they have full drink menu, a little bartender there, and a walk up window. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can take your golf cart down to the window at Crockett's and order a drink and get some wings, and it's fun.
That's nice. Yeah, but you did not have a good experience at PJ's or P&J's.
No, my Dee had ribs and my dad had ribs, and they were dry and chewy. And I had pulled pork, and it was really hard to chew. It was like it was old or something.
Oh,
maybe
that's
it'd been sitting around a while.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the ribs at Hoop-de-Doo. I think they might be the same ones, but
well, I think they're just not getting enough traffic, and so the stuff is sitting around.
Yeah.
Can you hire bikes?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what didn't Jeff say that they were an hour by the hour, Jeff?
By the hour, yeah.
Uh-huh. Hoop-de-Doo is the best thing on property. Okay. Just bring your Ziploc bag next time, Karen, because 2 people don't need a whole chicken and a whole slab of ribs. Oh, there's the beautiful girls.
Mm-hmm.
And who's that? Is that your niece?
It's my niece and
beautiful. More family.
One of the other girls. Yeah.
Nice.
And Olivia.
Uh-huh.
That my sponsored back when I was in kids, and their kids had kids, and so they were all there, and that's one of the kids.
Wow. That's awesome.
That was at What was that? Oh, one time we went to Sanaa for mobile order Sanaa, and like, I didn't really know going to some of the mobile order places what we would expect for where we would take our food after we ordered it. And we went to Sanaa, and I asked the guy there, like, where can we go eat our food?
Right.
And he said, well, there's a couple tables in the lobby. There's a couple tables, which is there's not a lot of room there. And he said you could go down to the pool, and there's some tables there, but it was kind of far. The pool was kind of far. That's at Kidani.
Yeah, the pool of Kidani is like across the street, isn't it?
It was across the street, down this winding path.
Yeah.
My mom and dad don't walk a lot, and we're like, nah, I can't do that. So we ended up, and he had to park at a parking garage at Kidani. So
Kidani, yeah.
It was a little annoying, but so we went back to the cars and drove over to Jumbo House and went downstairs by the the pool and the restaurant downstairs.
The Mara.
That's where that picture was. Yeah, the Mara. And there was tables and chairs and stuff there, so that was perfect.
Yeah. So this is one of the things that I want to talk about with you, because for your family, it was important to find places to eat outside. So that was one idea, taking it to a quick service at a resort that has outdoor tables. I know when I was at Wilderness Lodge, there was tables outside of Roaring Fork. So if you wanted to, and there were tables around the pool too. So if you wanted to get food to go, you could eat there. Where else did you find to eat outside?
Yeah, Geyser Point. And the one thing we did too was we had our big meals at noon. I figured the crowd would be less and we'd maybe easier to get places to sit. So Geyser Point, all the outside tables were free when we were there. So we, just basically used all the table. There's like 3-4 sets of tables and chairs up there. So we sat there, and we went to Old Key West one day at Olivia's, and they got a bunch of picnic tables on the backside by the pool, and so we ate there.
Olivia's had a to-go menu. Olivia's had a to-go menu too.
They're mobile order also.
Yeah, I've also heard Kona Cafe has to go.
Kona Cafe mobile order, yeah.
I'm not sure about. I know Ale & Compass has mobile order, because Mandy told me she ordered that and had it by the pool one day when she was there, and I'm not sure about the Wave. I don't know. That one I'm not sure about. It is a smart way, Jen. You're right. Jeff's a smart guy.
And Geyser Point's not mobile order, but it was pretty easy
Geyser Point, order there. Yeah, you have to go up to the bar and order
go up to
it.
the bar, yeah. If you're
that was weird.
If you're going to sit at the outside tables, you have to go to the bar. If you're going to sit at the I say inside, it's under the pavilion there. They'll come to your table if you sit in there. But if you're going to sit outside, you got to go to the bar and order.
Okay. There's Olivia's. So tell us about Fort Wilderness, because you had family that didn't go to the parks. There's plenty to do there, regardless, though.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time, like my parents, they just hung out at their cabin. They were like the main cabin.
Right.
And then they left their door open and people came in. They loved that. They were like the godparents, and everybody came to them. And went and stopped and chatted and had coffee and went, and somebody else came. They're like a revolving door.
That's awesome.
Some of them would go swimming. People took hikes. Of course, we made s'mores at night. And
that's awesome.
You can ride horse. There's pony rides for the little kids. They have horse rides, regular horse rides for older people. The pool, they have the camp. We didn't do it, but they do. I didn't even know they were operating. At night, they have a campfire and a sing-along and movies and trivia and stuff like that. I don't think they're doing the sing-along, but they were doing the movies.
Okay. All right.
Outdoors.
You say she doesn't like to have her picture taken, but she sure seems to like having a picture taken, Jeff.
Yeah, she does not like it, but I don't care.
You got a lot of big, but she's posing here. She's posing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing that for Dad.
She must have been feeling good. She was feeling good that night.
Oh, here's some of your nighttime pictures because you don't get to go to Epcot at night.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, that looks like a picture from the Disney website. That doesn't look like a picture that I would take on my phone. No. So, here's Flower and Garden. Cute. Aw. Where's that? Is that the horse barns?
Oh, no, that's at the Disney Springs.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah,
Jock Lindsay's.
All right. That's another place you can eat outside. All right? Yeah. That's another place you can eat outside. There's I know what you got. You got the pretzel charcuterie.
We always have to get that.
It's one of my favorite places in Disney Springs.
Yep, and there's more outdoor dining. So.
And nobody likes the hot wings, so I had to eat all of those wings.
Oh, shame,
you suffered. And you went to Animal Kingdom. Oh, is that at Epcot?
That was at Epcot, yeah.
Okay. Nice. So tell us about, you went to the horse barn at Fort Worth, and they gave you this pin from 2020?
Carl Casavecchia had messaged me and said he had been there last year. I guess there's some event that they do. They were doing in 2020, and it was canceled because COVID, but they still had the pins. And if you buy a pin, you're giving money back to them to support the horses. And
nice.
Carl's a big pin collector, and he wanted 4 of those pins. So he sent me on a trek to find those pins, and I just happened to be on my way to the horse barn. I'm like, we're actually, that was an activity we're going to do today, is go to the horse barn. So
that's
I picked
awesome.
those pins up for him. Yeah.
Do they still have the blacksmith there? They used to have a blacksmith. I don't know if they do anymore.
I didn't see him. See a blacksmith, no.
Okay.
But they were doing a horse wash, though.
Washing the horses. They have like nice resort specific merchandise at Fort Wilderness too, which I love. So
I like that cup.
I got that mug actually.
Yeah, nice. That's cool.
Nice.
Now is that what is it? Is that metal or is that with a glaze on it, or is that a?
No, it's ceramic or whatever.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, porcelain. It looks like it could be. Yeah, porcelain or something. Yeah.
There was something I wanted to say and I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I do too, Tom. That's a cool mug.
Yeah, that is a nice mug.
Now I got to go get me one.
I was looking at that picture and a thought came to my head and now it's gone. I don't know where it went, so I guess it must not have been that important.
Your mask is around your neck.
And in the store there, they have, they do have some, grocery items, but they're really expensive.
Yeah.
But
if
you want, Publix will deliver to the check-in building there. At the campground. You can just, if you have a golf cart, drive your golf cart over and pick up your Publix stuff, which is probably
right.
Ooh, that's cool. You can get some Publix subs delivered.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So the best part, my husband's favorite part about staying in the cabin, Jeff, you mentioned bringing all your stuff if you're local and you have your car.
Yeah.
The best part for us was you park right outside your cabin. That is your spot. You have a dedicated parking spot for your car. So it's nice, especially if you drive to the parks, because you pull right up to your cabin at the end of a long day. So it is really nice.
It is really nice. Yeah, we had been there a long time ago, and I couldn't remember. I had to ask Mandy ahead of time, like, can I have a car there? She's like, yeah. Yep. If you can see behind Layla at the cabin across the way, you can see their driveway there for their cabin, and actually you can see Jeff's driveway too behind her too. So I think you're only supposed to have one car, but a lot of places had double, even some had 3 cars. Yeah, they used to be very strict about that. They'd make you take one car to the outpost, but I guess I don't know. Maybe they don't have enough people to enforce the rules right now. Yeah. The other weird thing is in each loop is one way. So what happens is if you are like, depending on where you are in the loop, like we were almost when you go in one way, we were almost at the other end of the loop.
Oh,
when you drive into the loop, you have to turn left. And if we had turned right, it would be our cabin's right there. But you gotta go one way, so you gotta go left and go all the way around the loop to get to your cabin, which is almost you could have just gotten there easy.
Yeah.
I've heard people get in trouble for that, so we didn't. You
don't want to get in trouble with Mickey because
we didn't want to get in trouble.
He might not let you back in. So, oh boy, I love it. Fort Wilderness.
And you did say that Mandy is the one that helped you get all this done, right?
That is true.
Yeah, she's amazing. And if you guys need her, you can get a hold of her at theminiemousemama.com.
And she keeps pushing our cruise forward too. So far, we're scheduled for March of 22. So I hope we make that one.
I hope so too. But if not, you found a nice place you can go, Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, my brother really liked it. He said he's got his own business and he needs a computer to do it. And when we go on the cruise, the Wi-Fi, you have to like pay for Wi-Fi. It's really expensive.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he can't really work on the cruise, and he liked it better being able to do that here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and your parents were happy with just having one location where everybody came to them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, hopefully next year you'll get on the cruise, but if not, this is nice too.
I love Fort Wilderness, so that's not a bad deal there. You know, especially
really,
you have that many people together like that, all in a group, and everybody has their own cabin. That just sounds like a great time to me.
And if you want, you can fill the fridge with food, and you can make all your meat. I think there's some people that stay there a long time. Some for weeks, months even, I think. And,
absolutely.
But we kind of wanted to take advantage of some of the Disney restaurants and stuff, so we didn't really cook our own food.
Yeah, sure.
But if you want to, you can certainly do that.
Right, and save a little money if that's something you're inclined to do. I remember back when the Diz boards were big, there was this one woman on the Fort Wilderness. There was a special forum just for Fort Wilderness, and she would stay there for the whole summer. Her husband would bring her in the camper at the beginning of school vacation, and he'd park it, and he'd get them all situated, and then he'd go home and work, and she'd stay at Fort Wilderness the whole summer with the kids. And he might come a weekend here or there, but the kids would hop on the boat and go to Magic Kingdom, and they had annual passes, so they would do their thing, and that sounds like a fun summer if you're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do they have I saw that you guys had a little fire that was on the grill. Does each cabin have its own little grill out there?
Yeah, each had your own grill. Like one of the my niece's boyfriend wanted to have a bonfire, and they won't let you do that. So I said, we can make a fire in our grill. That's all you can do.
Okay, well that's okay. I'd be making a fire in that grill too.
Okay.
Yeah. You have each cabin has a grill. I know they used to let you have the covered fireplaces, but I don't know now.
I think they let you, if you could bring, I forget what the rule was. You could bring like one of those metal fire pit things.
Mm-hmm.
You just couldn't create your own on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, I'd be doing that. Yeah. They do that at one of the resorts we are by us right here. Samantha said that you've inspired her, Jeff, that she was doing cruises, but now this is an alternative. So I think it's beautiful there. I could do that. I could do that in a heartbeat. Not a problem.
Now, dare I say? Go ahead.
Cost wise, it was way cheaper than the cruise.
Yeah. You just didn't have all that great food available to you all the time.
Yeah, that was the thing, right? Yeah.
Right. You've got to figure in the price of food, right?
But even with the price of food, it was still cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brad. Love you back, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for showing up.
All
man.
right.
It's been a while.
So
yes,
the cabins have grills. Yes, they do. So if you wanna do hamburgers and hot dogs or steaks,
hot dogs every night, yeah, you could do that.
Little carne asada, maybe. Hey,
maybe
little street corn. Hey, just saying.
Yeah, Dave is beyond hamburgers and hot dogs.
Just saying. I could have got an invite.
Next level.
You know it. It's called elevated. It's called grilling elevated.
Elevated grilling. That's
yeah.
That's dinner with Dave.
Yeah.
All right. I think we went through everything. Was there any? So you would definitely go back if the cruise said we're never opening again. You would go back to Fort Wilderness.
I would. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, hopefully the cruises will open back up soon, and you guys will get to go next year.
So.
But I'm glad the family had a good time. And
did you ask him? This is the first time you've ever done this, right?
We stayed at the cabins maybe 10 years ago for 2 or 3 nights, I think.
Okay.
And he said they camped at Fort Wilderness as kids.
We camped as kids.
Young adults. Young adults.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Oh, so Tom is going to get a cabin and Dave's going to bring the carne asada. Okay.
And Facebook user, I'm with you. Hot dogs are not my thing.
Dave is not a hot dog guy.
Yeah.
I'm not grilling hot dogs. Sorry. I'll grill you a hot dog, but I just won't partake in it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. I can make a mean hot dog with some chili on it and cheese and all good stuff. But
okay. Yeah. All right, Mr. Jeff. When are you going back to Disney? Are you a silver? Are you silver? Are you blacked out right now?
I'm a silver, yeah, blacked out now. And I tried to get one even after the blackout, and I think like the middle of April was the first weekend I could get. They're pretty full right now.
It is pretty full.
15th or so of April, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I'm going the 23rd. I don't know when Dave's going.
You guys, yeah. You guys are going, it's an all-girls trip coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend, right? Is that correct?
Nah, two.
So, okay.
Yeah, 23rd.
23rd, okay. And then Lauren Hawkins and Eric, her husband, are coming to Disney on May 15th and 16th. So we're going to meet in Disney Springs on the 15th of May. That's a Saturday in the evening. So if anybody's in town or they're in Disney, guys, come on down to Disney Springs and hang out with us. We'll be there the 15th. I don't know if I have a trip planned before that. I would never, ever crash your party, Tony Ann. I would never do that. So I guess I'll just stay home.
You could come to the girls' weekend. You could carry the suitcases.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go get a cabin and just stay at the cabin.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just hang out at Fort Wilderness. Okay. And send pictures of me grilling, and you guys should be over here with me. I bet they'd come over there.
We would. Yeah. Oh, Uli got jinxed. She couldn't comment after she made fun of Kevin for not being able to comment.
That's what you get.
You don't mess with Kevin. Kevin Curtis Allen. You should know better.
Been there, done that, right? Oh.
You want to send Kim to the girls' weekend? Yes. The more the merrier. Oh. You're bringing the grill. He's bringing the grill to Disney Springs.
Yeah, we're gonna have a cookout.
That family.
Yeah, we're gonna grill out in Disney Springs. Yeah, we're gonna pull out the whole charade. Yeah, why not?
But they were making hot dogs, Dave. Those people. So, all right, Uli, come on down. Everybody, come on, girls' weekend.
Brad loves some hot dogs. Ooh, okay. Bradley, I'll cook you some hot dogs, but
he won't eat them.
Uli, yeah, you should come, Uli.
Definitely.
You and Mike can stay with me in the cabins, and you can go with the girls. Yeah,
absolutely.
54 days until
Mary's
we go.
Mary, okay.
Good deal.
Everyone's coming to Disney.
Hot. May 15th.
And that's what our show is about. So that's a good segue, Dave. This week's podcast, we're going to keep cool. We're going to talk about staying cool at Walt Disney World in the summer because it's starting to get hot. So we're going to talk about how to stay cool. You know how we stay cool? We're silver pass holders and we don't go. So that's it.
That's right.
That was
one way I found out was go at night.
Yeah, go at night. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go early and leave and then come back later. That's it.
Yep. So listen this week for that. And on the Friends of the Disney Crush Facebook group, we're going to start a thread where people talk about their ways that they stay cool at Walt Disney World in the summer. Jeff, have anything else going on?
Some people just are cool.
Well, you're the coolest. So anything else going on you wanted to share with the group? Or nope. Okay. See,
He's done.
Jeff doesn't peddle things. Jeff isn't a travel agent, doesn't sell anything. He's just. But Jeff takes the most beautiful pictures, and I really do want to thank you for that during the closure. That really did brighten everybody's days. So
yeah. What a talent you have there, my friend.
Absolutely.
Great pictures. Absolutely amazing. I love them every time you post them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brad, anytime. You let us know, Brad. We'll get together and go. May 15th.
That sounds like fun.
May 15th, come to Disney Springs, Brad. There you go. Meet us in Disney Springs on May 15th.
Yeah,
we'll have
a good time. Do that too, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're going to start a messenger group, Tony Ann. We talked about that earlier. We'll probably start a messenger group for the upcoming, I don't know what you want to call it, a meetup May 15th in Disney Springs. So look for that.
All right.
Yes, Uli, you're right. And he does a lot of graphic stuff too. That's really cool. He put Hey Hey on my shoulder one time, which was really cool.
Jeff, thank you so much for saying yes to coming on tonight and sharing your family's trip with us. Guys, Jeff is a frequent visitor to the Friends of the Disney Crush. So if you want to get to know Jeff better or have any questions about Fort Wilderness and camp and the cabins, he's there. Ask him. He'll answer. He doesn't bite. He's a nice guy. So Jeff does a good Mickey voice. I didn't know this.
You never heard his Mickey voice? Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
Now I'm going to put him on the spot. Is that going to put him on the spot?
Hey, welcome to Disney World.
That is a good.
And then I go, Gorsk, what are you talking about? and then I'll sign off with,
oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God, I love it. Just when I thought he was the coolest guy, he got cooler. All right.
And Danielle's going this weekend to Disney.
Me, guys.
Thanks,
welcome,
Jeff. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Right.
Danielle, have a safe trip, and we will see you guys at Walt Disney World. Disney Crush podcast comes out tomorrow night. We're talking about how to stay cool at Walt Disney World. And join us on the Friends of the Disney Crush Facebook page. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Dave. Good night, everybody. Good night, Uli.
Bye, guys. Thanks.